I'm going to show you how to set up Google Ads for an auto repair shop so you can advertise and generate leads and sales and calls for all your products and services. The reason why you should listen to me is because I've been managing Google Ads for over 4 years, and I also run a Google Ads agency for auto repair businesses, and this is one of my clients. And this is the month we onboarded them, and we increased their calls by over 2,000%. So you can see that we're absolutely killing it for this client. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through specifically how to set this up for your shop, what keywords to select, how to write ad copy, and everything in between so that you can start generating more calls and leads for your auto repair shop using Google Ads. So with that being said, let's just dive straight into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Google Ads interface, right? So you're going to open up your Google Ads interface, and I'm currently on a client's account and things like that, but this is going to be exactly the same for your setup. So you're going to go to campaigns, and you're going to click on the plus blue sign in the top left. You're going to select new campaign. Now, Google Ads provides us various different types of campaigns that we can create for our business, right? So you can, I'm going to show you now, but you can create sales campaigns, lead campaigns, web traffic campaigns, app promotion campaigns, awareness, consideration, etc. For our use case, I'll select leads, and I'll go continue. And then you're going to select whatever conversion goals you want to track leads for. Now, this really depends on your business and what goals you want to track. So for some businesses, you want to book appointments. So for some businesses, you want to get calls. For some businesses, you want to get a quote form, right? You have to think about your specific business and your specific websites and how it's structured, and you're going to create conversion goals to reflect that. So let's say, for example, the sales process for you to sell a person on your auto repair services would be for them to fill in a form, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to add the form as a conversion goal. For us, for this client, it says phone calls and lead forms, right? So I have those two enabled. And then for contacts, if you see something like this, you can even just remove this, right? If it's inactive, you can remove it, right? You want two goals that are active, right? But you see overrides account goals setup. But these are the two. Okay, so these are basically the two. So these are basically the two. These are basically the two conversion goals we want to set up, right? So I'm going to press continue, and then when it comes to campaign type, right? So you're going to basically choose whatever campaign type you want. So the search campaigns, performance max campaigns, demand gen campaigns, display campaigns, shopping, video, right? If you want to start generating high intent leads, so you want to start generating leads that are ready to buy, the best campaign you can start off with is a search campaign. Why? Because we can actually look for we can target the specific search terms that people are looking for. So a couple of good search terms you can target, for example, would be near me search terms. So like, let's say it's auto repair near me, right? Or let's say you do collision repair near me, or engine replacement near me. All of these near me keywords are very hyper specific to the intent, and helps you actually recognize why the person is searching the search in the first place. So that's the key. You're going to start off with search campaigns, right? So you're going to start off, click search campaign. And then with all these other campaigns, right, it's about building off, right? So how I would do this, right, is I'll start off with search campaign, then I'll go on to performance max campaign, and then I would add a display campaign, display remarketing, and then you can add a YouTube campaign to finish it off, right? And that'll be like a Google Ads stack for your auto repair business, right? But if you're just starting out, I suggest you just use search, right? Because search, and even if you're not starting out, right, I would say that search is the best way for you to generate high quality leads. So stick with that. Select ways you would like to reach your goal. So this is where you want to select the ways you want to reach your goal. So for us, it will be website visits, because remember we want to fill in a form. So you go and you put your website there. So for this client to be automotive.com. It's the client's website. Just make sure your website is correct, and then you're gonna go to phones. And I don't really think that this necessarily influences it that much. What's really going to influence your campaign and what you're going to track is the conversion goals. So if your conversion goals are set up correctly, you're actually good. But here you're going to add the number, whatever, and boom. All right, so you're going to add your details there. I would say stay away from lead form submissions. It's complete bullshit. Like, I wouldn't even go for it. messages from your ads, again, don't go for these two. The reason why I say they're BS is because they literally bring low quality leads, and I'm a proponent of bringing high quality leads, and I want to show you tons of different ways on this channel, right? How to bring in high quality leads for your auto repair shop. So definitely subscribe so you can stay around for those videos. But one way you can reduce the low quality leads you generate is by not enabling a lot of these Google automated things. So like Google automated systems, and also a lot of these Google form submissions as well, right? So one thing is automated systems and also Google Forms. You don't want those things to be enabled, right? So lead form submissions, just in my experience, isn't good, right? And yeah, let's go to continue. And then campaign name, you're gonna name your campaign. So this would be search campaign 1, right? If you haven't got another search campaign, that's what you'll name it, right? So I'll just go like this, and I'll go continue. And now that we've continued, we're now brought to the bidding page. And now the bidding page is extremely important because you're gonna choose how you're gonna be bidding for your keywords. So how I would do this is I would do this, right? I would select conversions, right? So start with conversions and turn off the target CPA, so target cost per action. What you want to do with this is you want to make sure that you leave it on maximize conversions like that, and you wait until you have at least 30 conversions. And once you have 30 conversions, you're going to see how much each of those conversions cost, right? So you're going to see the conversion cost per conversion, right? And then from that cost per conversion, you're going to set your target CPA. And how you set target CPA is, let's say your cost per conversion is $30, right? I would set the target CPA at $28. It's high. It's high enough to meet Google standard, but also low enough to give it to also reach my goal. So let's say my goal is to reach have a target CPA or CPA of $20, right? The CPA is basically how much you pay per conversion. So a lead form, etc., right? Lead form, a phone call, etc., right? And I've actually found that phone calls are a lot cheaper if you run call-only campaigns. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to start off, right, with that maximize conversion. You're going to see the cost per conversion. Let's say it's $30, you're going to add it $28. Let's say if it's $25, you're going to add it $23, right? And you're going to progressively over time reduce it, right? That's how you reduce your cost per conversion successfully. A lot of people just like, they start off with the random cost per conversion, but like you don't even know how much a conversion costs. That is not the right way to go. The right way to go is to progressively drop it down. Another cool feature is customer acquisition. And you might just be thinking like, hey Phil, I'm just going to add a bid for new customers immediately. And I'll say, look, that is a great idea because I also love bidding for new customers. And this is actually a way to increase your conversion, your quality of leads, right? Because if you're removing all the existing leads, you're actually just focusing all your budget on bringing in new customers. And if your targeting is correct, right, you can just stream in a whole flow of new customers. And if you can also use tools like CallRail as well. CallRail is super powerful, right? Because we use CallRail as well for our agency, right, and with our clients. And we actually track first-time callers and repeat callers, and we can segment that data. And what I do is I actually increase the conversion value for first-time callers, right? And I decrease the conversion value of repeat callers because we want first-time callers to be prioritized. So that's one way you can do it. And beyond that, you come to this point of customer acquisition where you bid for new customers only. You can select this, but you must make sure that you have an audience size of at least 1,000 members. What this is going to do is, how you set this up is basically if you have 1,000 customers or more, you're going to define your customer list by clicking here, and it's going to give you like a CSV, right? And you just want to add the data. It's email, first name, last name, whatever, right? And it's very simple. You fill in that data and you just add it into your Google Ads account, and you can actually find people who look like that. It's almost similar to Facebook, but Facebook with its lookalike audiences. But this is different in the sense that you can actually bid for new customers. So new customers only. And also Google Ads has their own algorithm and their own system that is unique from Facebook. That's one way that you can improve your quality of your leads. So, because I find a lot of people like they run Google ads and they're not getting good quality leads, and the reason why they're doing that is because firstly, maybe they don't have enough negative keywords, maybe the ad copy, the targeting. The main thing with Google ads is you want to improve the quality of the leads, because what's the point of generating 50 auto repair leads if they aren't qualified? You want to make sure you're bidding on the right keywords, you're using negative keywords, your ad copy qualifies the person in terms of the location, in terms of the service, in terms of a whole bunch of different things that you can qualify the searcher for using your ad copy. All these different things go into lead quality. And I stress this because it's flipping important. And maybe other people don't talk about this, but this is like the Google Ads black box. You need to make sure that you focus on lead quality. Lead quality is literally the night and day difference between campaigns that succeed and campaigns that flop. It's so important that you actually understand this, because it's very easy to burn money on Google Ads if you don't know what you're doing. If you're just there running Google Ads for the sake of it, you don't know what keywords you're running on, you're not adding negative keywords, you're not doing the things that constitute a high converting campaign and that bring in good results, I promise you it won't be good for you. But if you do the right things, Google Ads is literally the key to you scaling your auto repair business, right? And the reason why I can say that is because I'm doing this with my client right now. We're scaling his business through Google Ads, and month to month we're increasing his leads. So what else can I say, right? If you want me to do this for your business, book a call. So let's continue, right? Network. What I'll do is for network, remove Google search partners and remove this Google display network. Reason being is these two bring bad traffic. You don't be bidding on like Bing. You don't be bidding on what DuckDuckGo. Look, I don't know, man. I don't use DuckDuckGo, right? I use Google. I'm a Google guy. But yeah, I'm a Google Ads expert. It's kind of like, yeah, I kind of expected, right? But yeah, turn these two off, right? And then location is really, really cool, because location, I'm going to show you something cool with location. So I'm going to type in New York. Let's say I want to target New York City, include, right? I can target the whole of New York City, or I can go to radius and I can say, I want to target 100-mile radius around New York City, right? Let's say I put a 100-mile radius around New York City. Boom. Just like that, I'm targeting a 100-mile radius around New York City. Now, this is extremely powerful, again, for auto repair businesses, because remember, we can put in your address. So let's say your address, I'm going to put in your address because I don't know it, but you're going to put your address, right? And you could put the radius, right? And you could specifically we target around 50 miles around our clients' businesses. So just keep that in mind, right? So you want to choose something that is reasonable for your clients to, for your prospects or for your leads to travel to you, right? So you want to make it in a reasonable distance. We found that 50 miles is a good distance. Now, when it comes to these settings here, what you want to do is for presence, right? So presence is basically who are you targeting, right? And where are they, right? Are you targeting them while they're in the location, or are you targeting them, or people? Are you targeting people who have only shown interest in the location, right? And Google explains it like this, right? So presence or interest is basically people regularly in or shown interest in your included locations, right? And they recommend this. And now the thing is about Google's recommendations is don't always listen to them. Remember what I said earlier in the video about automatic recommendations and how they can be the downfall of your campaign? I'm actually going to create a video on this because I've seen auto recommendations kill people's campaigns. So you want to make sure that that's turned off. And beyond that, the whole meta point behind that is that you don't just blindly follow Google, right? You want to always have control, right? Like a dog on a leash. You want to make sure that Google is always following your commands. So for this, you don't want people who have shown interest in your location, right? This could be travelers. This could be people who are just happening to be in your location. What you want to do is you want to choose people who are in or regularly in your included location. Then languages, English is fine. For audience segments, we're going to add 30 different audiences, right? So I have a whole bunch of different audiences based on my click performance. So what's going to happen is once you have an account that's built a lot of data, you're going to have different recommendations. So like here, based on click performance, you can see that they're recommending all these different audiences, and you can test these out. So what I'll do is I'll add, right, all these different audiences. See auto enthusiasts, auto repair, maintenance, brake service repair, oil change. You're gonna add all these different audiences and add at least 30 different audiences. And I'm gonna walk you through it right now. All the different audiences I'll choose, right? Boom, 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 boom. And you want to make sure that this is for the auto repair ad group. And you might be like, Phil, you're adding too many audiences. Obviously, make sure the audiences are relevant, right? So all of these are perfectly relevant for auto repair. And then if you want more audiences, just go like this: auto repair. You take a look. Glass repair, no. Locksmith, cool, no. Boom. Performance and luxury vehicle enthusiasts, boom. You can add that. So you're gonna go through and add 30 different audiences, right? You're gonna add 30 different audiences that are broadly related to auto repair, because this ad group we're working on, the first ad group, and ultimately it's the same process with all the different ad groups, is you're going to add audiences that are specifically related to your to the service, right? So you're going to add 30 different audiences that are specifically related to the audience to the service, and then over time, based on your click performance, you're going to narrow down those audiences and chop them down like a tree. All right, boom. Then for this observation or targeting, this one I would select observation, right? You don't want to narrow your audiences down specifically to these groups, because you want Google to still learn. You don't know what will work, so you're gonna let Google learn. And then broad match keywords, you're gonna turn that off, right? Broad match keywords, don't let anyone tell you that broad match keywords don't work. Broad match keywords work if you do it correctly. And how you can do this is you're gonna set up your campaign, right? And you're going to add maybe 1 or 2 broad match keywords in each ad group, right? And you're going to let Google generate searches for that, right? And you're gonna build search data for that in your search term report. And then you're going to add keywords in phrase match and exact match from that search term report, the keywords that have generated conversion. So that's how you use broad match in a nutshell. It's very good. If you know how to use it, it's very good, because it rapidly builds search term reports and builds lists of keywords that you can easily target, and it is super powerful. So then if we go to automatically created assets, what I'll do is I'll turn that off. Again, you don't Google automatically turn that off. And something here another thing, you must always check more settings, right? Really important, right? Ad rotation. You want to make sure that this is optimized for best performing ads, right? Always make sure that that's turned on. Start date is going to start on the day you created it. That's fine. So you're going to leave that, right? And then ad schedule. Remember, you're an auto repair shop, so this is going to be extremely important for you. You're going to make sure that your ad schedule reflects the days that you're open. So you're going to go to Monday to Friday, and let's say you're open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m., right? Cool. Let's say you're from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m., Mondays through Fridays. And let's say, for example, on the weekends, for Saturdays and Sundays, let's say you're open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., right? Whatever your schedule is, you're going to add your schedule, right? Then you're going to go to more settings, campaign URL. You can actually just leave that there. This isn't necessarily necessary. Brands, again, this isn't necessary. With this setup, you're perfectly fine to move on to the next page, where we can start generating the keywords. Google's going to suggest like a keyword and asset generation thing. I suggest you skip that. And we're going to go to the keywords. We'll just quickly give it the name auto repair, right? And this is a search campaign, so that's perfectly fine. Then what we're going to do is we're going to think of some keywords that we can add. So auto repair is a good keyword to start with. Maybe auto repair near me, and then maybe auto repair shop. And what you're going to do is you're going to add related keywords. And so what I like doing is I like being extremely focused and granular with the keywords. So, and the ad group. So if I'm creating an auto repair ad group, I'll only add auto repair related keywords. And when I say that, I even mean the variations. You can even create variations of keywords as specific ad groups. So let's say, for example, auto repair shop is a really good keyword that's working for you. You can create an auto repair shop ad group with auto repair ads to make sure that your ads show up for your auto repair shop keyword and has a high quality score. Because with Google Ads, quality score is one of the most important things. You always make sure that your quality score for your ads is always maximizing. So Quality score is basically the relevance between your landing page, your keyword, and your ad copy. So you want to make sure that those three elements, your landing page, keyword, and your ad copy, are always in line, and you'll see great results in terms of your quality score. So with this example, right, we're now creating an auto repair ad group. Right, so I've added some keywords here: auto repair near me, auto repair shop, etc. And to get these keywords, you can go to a website called Google Ads Keyword Planner, and you can search for keywords there for a specific location if you want. Right, that's one way you can do it. When it comes to ad copy, what you want to do is you want to add your final URL. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the landing page URL. So you're going to go to your website, you're going to grab the URL for the specific service that you are advertising. So let's say it's auto repair. You're going to go to your website and go to your auto repair service page, and you're going to add that service page into final URL here, right? Then for display path, you're going to type in the name of your ad group. So if it's auto repair, or you're going to name, or it could even be the name of the service, whatever, right? But make sure it's relevant to the keywords you're running. Then for your headlines, you're going to make sure that the first three headlines are specific to your keyword. So you could say local auto repair, you could say quality auto repair, and you're going to make sure that you capitalize the first letter of each of these headlines, right? So quality auto repair, local auto repair. You could even say get auto repair as like an action verb. Get auto repair in, and this is where you can even start playing around, right? At Atlanta, because this client is in Atlanta. So you can say get auto repair in Atlanta. Then this is where we're going to add some benefits and features. So let's say, for example, you have 10 years experience, you have ASE certified mechanics, you have world-class facilities. You're going to write those, and you're going to add them to help your ad stand out. You're going to make sure you use lots of numbers and symbols like this, right? To make sure that they stand out from your competition. And now what I've done is I've added calls to action. So these are calls to action. Call now. If you have a form on your website you want them to fill in, you could say fill in the form, or get a quote, or whatever, right? So you want to just make sure that all of these make sense. And then for the descriptions, it's basically very simple. For the descriptions, you're just going to go through and you're just going to write. So we provide auto repair services for all makes and models, right? Call us now. So that's basically how you do it, right? And then for this, you'll basically make sure it's 90 characters and add this exact description's exactly the same as headlines. You're just gonna make sure you just describe your services. And if you want a hack to get ideas on this, look at your competitors and see what they're doing. So if you guys like this video and you like this tutorial of how to set up Google Ads for your auto repair shop, please like the video. And if you would like to work with me and have me set this up for your shop, just book a call with me down below.